So I just saw Quentin Tarantino's 8th film, The Hateful Eight, which is about a group of paranoid people suspicious of one another so much that they wouldn't hesitate to murder each other at the drop of a hat. It's basically a realistic portrayal of a visit to your in-laws. If you were stuck in a stagecoach lodge with them during a blizzard, and maybe if your whole family had a drinking problem. This movie felt more like Tarantino's 3rd film, like a spiritual successor to Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, except it doesn't have a catchy name like those movies. I would have preferred, and stay with me here, Little House on the Mortuary, Dead and Breakfast, or Breakfast at Infamy's? Okay, maybe not. Tarantino was a trailblazer for independent filmmaking in the 90s, along with other young directors like Kevin Smith, Richard Linklater, and Robert Rodriguez, and this movie brought me back to those times. The Hateful Eight is a small production like Quentin's first 2 movies, and is dialogue heavy with endearing characters that are familiar and vulnerable despite being very bad people. And there are no heroes like classic film noir. This movie doesn't fall short on violently dramatic excesses either, with Tarantino's unique brand of exploitation. This movie won't convert any new fans, but if you remember where you were when Mr. Blonde cut off Nash's ear, and when you first saw the Gimp, you were in for a real treat. I love the high-concept idea of this bounty hunter John Ruth, played by Kurt Russell, who seems to be battling it out with Michael Madsen to see who can do the best Nick Nolte impression, taking his prisoner Daisy Domergue, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, to collect $10,000, and getting stuck in this haberdashery with total strangers. I was waiting for him to meet Colonel Mustard in the conservatory. This is a period piece set in the 19th century, so it's not like he can look these people up on Facebook. I would be antsy too if I were trying to collect a bounty with a live prisoner. I remember how much of a pain in the ass it was to pull that off in Red Dead Redemption. This movie felt like a play. You really have to pay attention. There's no dinosaur chases or superhero fights to give your mind a break. It's a testament to the skill of this movie's ensemble cast that they keep the tension and intrigue rising over the 3-hour running time. Samuel L. Jackson plays Major Marquise West, a very shady character who can charm the pants off you at the same time and make you believe anything. In modern times, he could be a corrupt televangelist or convince you to invest your life savings in a Ponzi scheme. Jennifer Jason Leigh was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, but she really just blurted out lines like Roseanne Barr with Tourette's. She's a very uncouth lady. She did a fine job, but Samuel L. Jackson had to deliver all these crazy long monologues. I think he's very deserving of recognition for this role. And so does Walton Goggins, who plays Sheriff Chris Mannix. He's basically like an evil Jeff Foxworthy, if the punchline to all of his jokes was the N-word. I thought he brought great energy and is a great bluffer like Samuel L. Jackson's character. I wonder if Tarantino considered Kevin Spacey for this movie. Kaiser Soze would have fit right in with this group. That's my favorite part about this movie. When the movie's over and everything was revealed, it merits repeated viewings to really study these characters and feel what they were thinking and trying to accomplish. I did have some issues with the pacing. The first hour of the movie dragged and had too much annoying exposition and could have been edited down. Too much 20 questions. Everybody's like, who are you? What's your name? Did you leak this script online? The mystery aspect of the plot could have started earlier too. It doesn't really kick in until too far in the movie, and I felt like it could have unfolded at a slower pace. I feel like they could have gotten away with a 2-hour movie and more people would have gone to see it and then have the extended edition come out on Blu-ray. I'm glad that a movie like this could get made in this day and age. It's original, breathes life into the Western genre like Django Unchained did before it, and takes big risks that don't shy away from controversy. The most gripping scenes in this movie are the confrontations instigated by intense racial hatred. We get a cast of characters that are morally ambiguous with no clear-cut heroes and villains. And we get a satisfying mystery without some BS M. Night Shyamalan twist ending. I give this movie a 9 out of 10, and I would recommend it to anyone who can appreciate a mature story with cringeworthy moments and can tolerate the over-the-top violence. Thank you for watching, and now I'm going to start on my fan fiction tying together The Hateful Eight with my other favorite Western, Back to the Future 3.